How's it going, everyone? We don't cover a ton of Nintendo stuff on this channel, but with the impending reveal of the Nintendo Switch 2, which honestly, if you're on social media even frequently, I feel like we get Nintendo Switch 2 rumors every other day, or really every day. If it's a day that ends with Y, we get Nintendo Switch 2 rumors. It's apparently leaked in the black market in China. Who the hell knows what's going on? You got Genki putting out accessories and then legal action being taken against them. Who the hell knows what's going on as far as all of that is concerned, but we know the Nintendo Switch 2's release is coming up, and the reveal, I should say, is coming up. The release is rumored to be around May to June, which makes a lot of sense, but now it looks like, and I am fairly confident that the reveal will be this week when you've got multiple sources and multiple insiders reporting as such. It looks like that will be the case. Now, Nate the Hate noted that Nintendo Switch 2 will be revealed on Thursday, January the 16th, and then Tom Warren corroborated that, noting, in case it wasn't obvious from my tease and notepad last week, I've heard it should be the Switch 2 reveal this week. So finally, that would be Switch 2 getting revealed, and I think that makes perfect sense to reveal it around mid-January, because when you're coming off the holidays and the end of the year, I think it's a good idea to let things cool down a little bit, let people get back into the rhythm of things, and by January 16th, I think everybody's back into the swing of things. I think I talked about it last week, but I felt like January 6th, last Monday, I just noticed everybody was kind of done with the holidays, and now everybody by today, January 13th, is like kind of back in the rhythm of things. And then by January 16th, let's just get 2025, let's set the table for what 2025 is gonna all be about. Now, it was noted that this event would be more so about the hardware itself, and a software event would be happening at the end of February or in March. To me personally, when it comes to Nintendo, I'm all about software. That is what draws me to a Nintendo product. I don't really care that much about the power of the machine. Brothers, I've been seeing so many people talk about the power of the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh my god, it's at the level of a PS4. Oh my god, it's at the level of a PS4 Pro. I don't care if it's at a PS4 level. To me, that is perfectly serviceable. Yes, it's 2013 hardware. I don't care. Games in 2013 look damn good, and we haven't made that much progress, and I am much more concerned about, when it comes to Nintendo, their core gameplay, and that is what they have outshined damn near everybody on. Legend of Zelda, Xenoblade Chronicles, you go on and on. Nintendo is all about the software. To me personally, is nice hardware nice? Sure, but the Nintendo Switch, as I've said before, lives on this island on its own, where it's not a direct competitor to PlayStation, where it's not a direct competitor to Xbox or PC. It kind of does its own thing, and you know what? It does its own thing very, and I mean very successfully, and I imagine it's gonna do its own thing very successfully with the Switch 2. On top of that, now when you've got upscaling and all of this other stuff, the games are gonna look great, and you've got rumors about Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth being on the platform as well. The key elements as far as hardware reveal, we might see a price point, and that's gonna be a big deal. I would imagine $400 around that range, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but $400 or a little bit over that, I think, is the safe bet. And given the potential for the hardware that we're gonna get with it, I think that's fine. And I honestly think they could price it well above that, and it would still sell out. Obviously, the initial wave of a console is always gonna be where it's at its hottest, but Nintendo is at a level right now where I think they know what they gotta do. If they have a decent software lineup to go with it, they're gonna be fine. They are totally gonna be good with whatever price point. If they have major titles to go along with it at launch, and not even a bevy of them, as long as you have like one or two major launch games from first party, then you've got third party support as well from third parties dropping PS5, PS4 era games. Like, there's gonna be so much opportunity to just port existing games. When you look at games like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, then it's gonna be interesting what true next-gen titles are gonna be available on the Switch 2. You know, games like a Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, games like, I don't know, Dynasty Warriors Origins is about to come out. Can you get that on the Switch 2 somehow, and can you port it over? We saw Witcher 3 on the Nintendo Switch, so games at the PS5 era are not out of the realm of possibility, and a lot of these games, like a Dynasty Warriors Origins, a Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, those games are gonna be playable on the Steam Deck. So I think people should realize that the level of games that we should expect out of the Steam Deck, it's not just gonna be PS4 era ports. I really don't believe that. I think there's gonna be a lot of games from a lot of different publishers, and I'm sure there's a lot of publishers that are salivating at the mouth just thinking about what games they can port on over to the Switch 2, because that's gonna be a whole new audience for them to generate revenue. There's talks of PlayStation, and I've said this before, why wouldn't a PlayStation, as they are moving more towards multi-platform, not releasing their games on Xbox, but on Nintendo Switch 2, why not release a Spider-Man 2018 on Nintendo Switch 2? Why not throw them an Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, or an Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy, that collection that they have? A Last of Us, could you imagine Last of Us Part 1 on the Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch 2? That would do incredibly well, and I totally believe that we are gonna see something like that, and I think if you can capitalize on just the hype of so many of these third parties bringing their games over, on top of having a quality first party lineup of just a couple games. I'm not asking for the world, but just a couple games. I think you're gonna have a very, very healthy roster of launch games. Red Dead Redemption 2, RDR1 was on Nintendo Switch. RDR2 makes all the sense in the world, and maybe we'll get that RDR2 PS5 upgrade at some point as well. I don't know, but I have a lot of high hopes out of the Nintendo Switch 2, not necessarily because I'm excited to re-experience all of these games on the Switch 2, but the fact that all of these games are going to be opened up to a new audience. And then, goes without saying, Nintendo, one of the absolute elite publishers. I have my opinions on everything going on with Nintendo against Palworld. I think that lawsuit is just crazy, but I'm not going to take anything away from Nintendo as a publisher. They are at an incredibly high level, and if I compare them to PlayStation and Microsoft these days and Xbox, they've washed them. It's not even a competition anymore as far as if you compare Nintendo, PlayStation, and Microsoft from a first-party games output standpoint. Nintendo washes them every day of the week. There's no competition anymore. The reason why I think PS5, they don't have to care is because they have so many other next-gen only titles and nobody cares about Xbox that, again, it leaves Nintendo kind of living on an island of its own, and I think that'll continue, but I do think the Switch 2 is going to be a behemoth of a seller in terms of its commercial success, and hopefully we finally get that reveal event. To me, this isn't even the most exciting thing, though, because it's always about software when it comes to Nintendo for me. It's gonna be cool to see some of the hardware aspects, but software is where Nintendo is absolute king, and I think that's gonna be more exciting come end of February or early March. But that is gonna do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.